We roll on the Domino's post-game report. Carson-Newman victorious at Mars Hill, 76-71. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, you turned a 12-point halftime deficit into a 15-point lead in the second half and staved off a late Mars Hill rally. In your mind, what was the difference between the first half when you trailed by 12 to the second half where you go up by as many as 15?
Well, first of all, Mars Hill is a capable team. You know, they play very hard. They've got purpose. They've got an objective, and we knew it was gonna be a tough game. You know, they had already gotten the rust off them. They played Western Carolina a few nights ago. This was our first game back after two weeks. And then again for us, the biggest adjustment we had is you're playing without your captain, your big man Sawyer Williams, and that's not happened here in 3 years. So when Sawyer's on the floor, we were trying to get used to and adjust to that, and I think it took a half for us to sort of settle down and do that.
Parker Rollet, the primary recipient of the minutes that Williams lost, and started slow but accounted well for himself, especially in the second half. Career-high 12 points, a career-high 9 rebounds, career-high 2 blocks. Name a stat. Rollet had a career-high today. How did he perform in the absence of Sawyer?
Marvelously. I'm so happy for Parker. I want success for Parker. He had a great week of practice, and I told him he would be getting the nod to start in place of Sawyer, and for him to go out there and play to his strengths and do what he does, and that's exactly what he did. You know, you're not gonna fill Sawyer Williams' shoes. That ain't nobody's gonna do that right now. But I thought Parker did an outstanding job in a tough situation. I mean, it's a conference game on the road. Those are no joke, and I thought he really, really did a good job, especially when you consider the fact that, Sean Jones, who is a man, doesn't even really play the first half with fouls, and then Charles misses, half the first half with fouls. So we were in a pretty adverse situation, and our guys showed great poise and a great reaction to the adversity we faced.
This snaps a 10-game losing streak. You lost 10 consecutive games when you shot worse than 45% from the field. How does it feel to win a game where the shots weren't falling at the prodigious rates of a team that was number one in the nation in field goal percentage a year ago?
Well, those things happen. They happen. And, again, today in particular, when you don't have Sawyer Williams on the floor, who's one of the career high –
the active leader.
The active leader in basketball. Yeah. So he's on the floor. Sean Jones wasn't on the floor much the first half. The great thing about that is our guys learned tonight, even when shots aren't going, there are other things you can do that are within your control that allow you to still get a win. And I thought defensively speaking, that was the difference the second half. The defense was the difference the second half.
A 24-5 run. How did the defense spurn that?
Well, we did something we don't typically do, but we felt like we needed to do it, and I give credit to Coach Williams and Likely. That it was a suggestion they made that, hey, man, let's try to extend out here a little bit, put some pressure on them, make them a little bit more uncomfortable. And our guys were amped to do that. We started trapping out of that press. We trapped in the half court, sped them up, got them out of the comfort zone, and that created some opportunities for us.
Touch on Sean Jones real quick. Again, only played 24 minutes, but ties a school record and we haven't even made it to 2017 yet. Yeah. Sixth double-double of the year, 18 points, 10 rebounds.
Speaks for itself. Sean's a tough dog. He's just a tough dude. And, to do that in limited action says a lot. Truth of the matter is, he was a rebound away from that happening
at LR.
At LR. So, yeah. And I've challenged him. I told him, I said, man, you're our league leader in rebounding. Now, just to be – it's unfair to you, but that's what we expect every time we play now. And he turned right around and did it again. So we're very, very fortunate Sean's in our program. And not only is he a performer on the floor, he's come back this semester and is really embracing a leadership role and really taking that position to heart.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on the win and Happy New Year.
Thanks, Adam. Same to you.
That is Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.